All right. Welcome to our Team Limitless Node in Thursday, 28th of January call. Oh no, today's Wednesday, the 27th. So we have 4 more days till the end of the month. And it is not too late to hit your goals. So anybody that has gotten some Success Club points or are talking to people, and now it's your time to kind of push and talk to them and follow up with them and encourage them to join our next group. So welcoming some of our new coaches, Julie. We have Julie. We have, I added Jerry Gall, who is a discount coach right now. And then I know we have some other people that have been talking to some people about coaching and adding on. So hopefully they'll be getting on by the end of the month. First thing I want to talk about are some upcoming groups and some ideas I had, and I wanted to see what you guys thought about maybe, hello there, cutie pie. So, first, February 1st, we're going to go ahead and get that group started on the 1st. I was listening to a call yesterday, a YouTube video yesterday, and she starts her groups actually in the middle of the month, so she can kind of push people and talk about it from middle to middle, and that way you kind of get points on both ends. So maybe for March, we give that a try, or we do 2 or whatever. Now, we always have our ongoing group going on, so if they're too far into this group, we can always add them to that group until our next one starts. But just in the back of mind. But since we have people already ready, hopefully for the February 1st, if you do have people ready for February 1st, then I'll put something out today so we can make sure we have enough people to start it on the 1st. I have a few people ready. So if not, we can push it to the 8th and add them. So let me know. For that group, what ideally I'd love is some people that might be willing to help with posts. What I did for our Moms on a Mission group is I used the 21-day fix group posts in the back office for the morning posts, and then maybe we assign like some motivational posts and some recipes to throw in. It would help me a lot and also get you guys used to kind of putting yourselves out there in terms of posting and stuff like that. So if you want to help with the February 1st group, especially if you have people that are going in it, you need to make sure that you're visible because we want them to know you're up as much as part of this team as me. So the ongoing group, same thing. I don't know what you guys' thoughts are. Do you feel like we need to add more scheduled type posts to our ongoing group? Do you guys think it would benefit your people to add some more posts to that, or do you think that they are getting what they need from just posting what we're doing so far? Does anybody have any thoughts on that? No?
We should add some more stuff to it.
So and that's what I'm thinking. Like, I feel like I've been listening a lot to like a lot of the YouTube Beachbody coaches, and they're so pushing like the best way to get coaches and the best way to get people that are really loving Beachbody is by building your groups and really, really building them to love this group and love what we do and love the products. And that's by building connections and adding stuff like a daily push-up challenge or things like that. So I really would like to do that. With that said, I need you guys' help with that too. So what I'm going to do in our team page today, tonight, next day, I'm going to list the different things that we need for our February group and for our ongoing group and the different types of posts. And then maybe you could just pick what you'd like to do and put your name by that. And then you could be like in charge of motivational. You could be in charge of like a little bit of both, whatever you want. And then hopefully if you guys are willing to help, and if you need help with scheduling those posts, like with Hootsuite, let me know and we can kind of walk through that as well one day. So free group is coming up. It's going to start February 8th. So you can start advertising that. I'm going to look and see what our vote is up to for that one. So it looks like we have 4, oh, hold on, I can't tell. 4 for Plank Your Heart Out. Uh-oh. We have 4, I think, for the other one too. Lose the love handles. It's a tie. Seriously?
Well, let me just do one, and then do the next one the next time.
Yeah, well, I thought because it's a Valentine theme, we start on the 8th, we end on the 15th because it'll be a week, or the 14th. Both of those would be cute. So I'll see if anybody else responds. We're going to do one or the other. Either lose, which is kind of going to be the same if we plank your heart out or lose your heart. They're both going to be like you know? So it'll be ab focused. So we'll start advertising that. Probably I'll start by the 1st and send out my event and share that with people. As soon as I put together a cover for that, I'll share it with you guys, or my event. You're welcome to copy and make your own event. So a good way to add people to your network, as we always say, for these free groups. So, and once it gets a little closer, I'll ask for help with creating the workouts and posting. Sneak peek is going to come at the end of February, probably the 23rd, 24th, 25th. So it's going to be opportunity. Anybody has coaches interested in learning more about it, we'll put them in that. And as that gets closer, we'll talk more about it. I would love to eventually do this one night live event, but I'm having a little hard time scheduling things with this week. So I can't focus. So once I can focus, then maybe we'll pick a date to do a one night live coaching event. I'm going to take some of what we have with In Partnership We Shine and adapt it and kind of work with that. But I haven't picked a date for that yet. Also, Summit. Just keep it in the back of your mind. It's getting closer. End of July. If you're not on the wait list to get in and you want to go, get on the wait list. If you're just starting out, for people that are just starting, you get your Success Club points for 3 months and you get a free ticket. Even if you have to pay to go, it's worth every penny. It's tax deductible. It is motivational, inspirational. It's team building. It is fun. We share hotel rooms, and you leave there, your business will grow. Like, you walk away just knowing that you can do more and your business grows. It's just a whole nother experience that you never will experience anywhere else, other than maybe if you go on a Success Club trip, and that's even better because it's smaller. But just Summit, if you have questions about it, you want to know anything about it, reach out, because I'd love for you guys to be there. I know we have a couple people already going from our team. I know In Partnership We Shine, we have a whole group of people going throughout the whole family of, so we will have a really good time. The one thing, I wanted to mention, so for those of you that don't know, and I know you guys do, but if you're listening to this call, I wanted to explain In Partnership We Shine and how the umbrella works. So when I first started, Shalise was my coach, and her success partners, Robin and Annette, started their own team. And so being that Shalise is my upline, we all fall under that. And so as my team grew, I wanted to be more of a face to my team. And so that's what I kind of broke off, so to speak, and formed my own team. That's us, Team Limitless. So with that said, a couple things I want you to keep in mind. Anytime they do something that we feel like we want to be a part of, we can join. Like, we're all a big happy family. If you're not on that team page, probably because you're newer, it's really big and it can be quite overwhelming, and that's why I didn't add you to it. If you want to be a part of it, just shoot me a message. I'll add you to it. It's no big deal. They are all breaking off, and Shalise will be forming her own page as well. So with that, I'll probably add you guys to that, because it still will be smaller, but yet a bigger network, and you can kind of meet and see other people that are still part of our team. Also, they created this new coach training website, which I probably will be using because it's awesome and there's no reason to reinvent the wheel. So they're doing a 5-day coach crash course, which I'm going to recreate myself. And so we'll have this for new coaches. Every month we'll have a 5-day coach crash course. And then with that, those new coaches can then go to the website, which I'll explain to them how the umbrella works and how we can still use it, even though it doesn't say Team Limitless. And And it'll have all the modules of training, and they can just do the website. There's scripts. There'll be everything in there that we need for new coaches. So we're going to use that. One thing I'd like you to keep in mind too, that as your team builds, I want you guys to build your own team page. Come up with a name. Even if you don't have coaches yet, build a team page so that as you build coaches, you can put them in there. It will be a way for people. I don't want to be the face of your team. Like, I'm still a part. I'm here to help. But, like, I want you guys to build your own team just as much as I have. So create a team page. Shalise was telling me at the leadership conference, Melanie Mitro, who's the top coach, second year in a row now, she created a team page without anybody. She didn't have any coaches yet. But it also motivated her first to add coaches to it. But secondly, it gives you like this feeling of leadership. Makes you feel like you can do this and you can build this team. And as you build connections and then you add a coach, you put them in there, you know. So start working on that, coming up with maybe some ideas, what you want to name your team, whatever. And start forming a little team group page. Again, it doesn't take away from what I do for you guys, but I want you to become leaders as well. And that's why I'm hoping to also like have, you know, I want you guys to help with posts. I want you guys to help with team calls and maybe come up with a topic and share it. Like, I want you to become, you know, leaders as well. And that's part of everybody growing. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about organization and power hour. So one thing that we talk about a lot with coaching is that it really doesn't take all that much time to do what we do. And it really doesn't, if you can be focused. So being focused means turning off our phones, turning off our TVs, not scrolling through Facebook posts, which I catch myself last night. I'm like, God, stop, just stop and just do what you got to do. Like, and part of our job is scrolling because you want to comment, you want to talk to, like, build those relationships and see what our people are posting. But when it's time to do work, you need to be focused. You need to do what you need to do. So a few things, again, I was YouTubing it and just trying to find some tips to share with people based on also what I do. First thing I do is I always check my back office. I check my back office to see if I have any leads. I check my back office to see if anybody's orders have gone through. I check to see if anybody's stuff's been returned. I check to see if I have anybody going inactive, anybody I can, you know, and then based on that, I write them down on my list. Like, do I have to follow up with this person because maybe they are inactive, and I want to ask them, like, are you putting your Shakeology on hold? How's everything going? How are you feeling? So just check your back office, see what's going on there. Check the coach breaking news if there's anything important. And then you want to go to your challenge groups. And that's where we talk about making our challenge groups better than what they already are. And they're great, but we want to make them even better. We want to draw people in even more. So don't look at your notifications. Don't check your messages. Just go to your challenge groups. Go to our challenge groups. Check in with your people that are in there. Message them. Call them out. Put their name out there. Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you posting lately. How are you doing? You know, add a motivational quote, even if it's not your day to post, or if you made a recipe, put it in there. If you were in the shower and you decided like it would be helpful to do a plank challenge, throw it in there. Be like, I need a plank challenge today. Who's with me? You know? So check in on your people, see what's going on in your group, see who's fallen off, see who's really pushing it, and give them props. Checking your to-do list. So typically, if you've ever listened to Shalene's push, she always suggests that you set your to-do list the same time every day. So for me, the night before I go to bed, I set my to-do list for the next day. And by doing that, you're creating a habit of creating your to-do list. And Melanie Mitro was telling me that she was telling me personally on YouTube. She was saying that she doesn't set her, like, her power hour is not the same because she sets her goals for the week. So like you set your goals for the week based on like where you are in your business. So like if you're inviting for the last 2 weeks, because our group starts first, you're inviting those for 2 weeks to get people, to our February 1st group. Then the next 2 weeks, then 1 week we're inviting to free group. Then you're spending your next 2 weeks inviting to the coach business opportunity. So with that, you have to set your goals for the week and your to-do list based on what you need for that week and what your needs are. So check your to-do list. Make sure that you're hitting what you need to do each day. Schedule your posts. So if you don't have time, you're not going to have time tomorrow or next day to get your post out there, go to Hootsuite, schedule it. There's a lot of other scheduling websites out there. If you don't like Hootsuite, I'm sure we can find one that works for you. If you need a tutorial on how to use it, Shalise, I put one in our files section of our Team Limitless page. Shalise had made a tutorial. It helps you explain how it all works. So you can also schedule posts on Facebook. If you've noticed, there's a little clock. So you can schedule on there too. I don't know how it works. I've not used it, but it probably is the same as Hootsuite, I'm imagining. Make sure you're posting 3 to 5 times a day. So if that means that's what you're doing in your power hour, scheduling your 3 to 5 posts for the next day, then you do it. But 3 to 5 posts, not all Beachbody, obviously. Like, Julie, you're getting married. So maybe you put something out there about like, hey, like I'm checking out these, which flower arrangements you like better, whatever. Like something personal, something about your kids, something that shows maybe your imperfections. Like, I haven't been eating and I've been drinking these last 5 days because I've been stuck at home. So I'm sharing that with people, or whatever. Just make your posts, and then 1 to 2 of them should be about Beachbody. Doesn't have to be about what's for sale, but like we've heard, if you listen to the Bonnie Engel National Wake Up Call 2 weeks ago, she talks about it. She talks about write down what were your what objections did you hear last week? That's what your post should be about. These were my objections. So I'm going to talk about, when I first started Shakeology, I knew it was really expensive and I felt the same way. Or when I first started coaching, I didn't think I would have time for it either because I have 2 small kids, but I have found this and this and this, and this is what I take away. Or what do I love about the business? So you share about different things about it without putting it out there and sharing a picture of Autumn Calabrese for sale. Like there's lots of different ways to share Beachbody. I'm not saying you don't every once in a while throw out a picture about 21 Day Fix for sale, but every day you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you're hitting different people, different, scrolling that's going to attract them. So the next thing, your check-ins and your follow-ups. So make sure that in that power hour, you have noted that you have these many people. You sent the webinar out to them yesterday. Well, I need to follow up with them today and ask them what they thought about it. It's the end of the month. Who have I talked to this month about 21 Day Fix before it ends, or Hammer and Chisel before the challenge pack ends, and follow up with them. So those should be part of your power hour. Whoever has liked your post, like you posted about Shakeology and somebody liked it, or if you posted about coaching and they liked it, I did that, and actually I had people that said, I actually want to watch the webinar. So I just thank you so much for liking my post. Do you think that this is something that maybe you would actually be interested in giving a try or hearing more about? So make sure you're hitting those people. Follow up with anybody that you're building a relationship with. Hey, how are you doing in this snowstorm, or that kind of stuff. And obviously inviting, invite, share. So those should be things that you're doing in your power hour. If you only have 30 minutes in your day to do your business and that's what you're scheduling, then you break it up. 10 minutes, I'm doing follow-ups. 10 minutes, I'm doing invites. And 10 minutes, I'm scheduling my posts. Whatever your top 3, you take your top 3. And if you have 30 minutes, then you set your timer, 10 minutes for each. And you do as much as you can in those 10 minutes. And 10 minutes can actually get a lot of work done when you're not doing other things. It really isn't that hard to send out 10 invite messages, especially, copying and pasting and maybe changing it up a tad per person to make it more personal. So a lot can be done in those 10 minutes. If you have an hour that day, then you maybe, take the next step of like scheduling further out or doing in your 10 minutes of personal development. Now that could be done anytime. Like you could be doing that while you're walking to work or while you're whatever in the bathtub. So that can be an add-on whenever you have the time to get it in that day. So, those are when it comes down to it, Power Hour is just about being focused, and that's how you can make time for your business when you don't have the time. And I think that's a big excuse for a lot of people is that they don't have the time to do this. But the reality is you have the time when you are focused, and it really does pay off to be consistent and get this stuff done. So with that, do you guys have any questions about anything? Or do you have any tips of what you do for your Power Hour that make me help? That would be good for somebody else to know?
I have a question.
Yes.
Just because you just brought up personal development, do we have a list in our file section of different personal development?
I don't think I have a list, but we could start one.
I think that would be good because I know because I'm not organized, I often jot things down that I see people talk about, and then I go back and I'm like, oh no, where did I jot that down at? And I can't find it. So
yeah, I'll start it and I'll post it, and then people can add to it, and then we'll kind of keep it as a running list of what people are reading and watching or doing. Whenever I don't know what I'm doing or what I have time for, literally I'll either go into YouTube and look up some random Beachbody Power Hour or I'll look that up, or
podcast.
A podcast. I mean, the National Wake Up Calls, you can just go back 10 weeks and re-listen to that one because they're always good, always motivating. But for book-wise, yeah, I have a hard time with that too. And, I was struggling because I had all these Audible credits. So I'm like, okay, I got to find something. So I found a couple. So I'll definitely, that's a great idea. And I think it would be helpful for everybody to share because different personalities, different needs. Like if you're feeling like you need something on positivity, it could be that, something on that rather than leadership. So yes, that's a great idea. I will add that to our team page for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else that you guys can think of right now that you are struggling with? I do want, oh gosh, I was going to say something and I forgot. And then I was in my thought before about the end of one thing. So if you really are pushing to end, this month and you need to get some of these people pull the trigger, 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, put it out there. Buy Shakeology and get this program for free. I'll rebate you $10. I mean, it's a good way to at least get you your Success Club points, get you people to pull the trigger because then at least. So there are some pictures out there. I don't know if you have any. If you don't, I can put some out there of good, what you could share with people in terms of that. Like there's a picture that says, buy this, get this free or something like that. Try this, get this free. You could use that. Use a picture of yourself. Want to try Shakeology? Want to try this new flavor? Try it and you can get a workout free. Please know the monthly drawing. You can add people to that. So before the end of the month, I'm going to ask for people that bought a challenge pack, they get one drawing. If you add a new coach, they get 3 entries. And we will all add it into one. I have stuff that we can send out to them. I still have 2 P90 programs. And then last girl, I gave her a choice. She picked the thing at E&E that I already had. So if you have people and you just need to push up, make them want to do it. Make them want to join you. And if it means giving them a rebate of $10 just to push them over, then it could be worth it because those people could be your next coach. They could be your next success story. So that's one thing I would suggest you maybe put out there. For me, I have put out there anybody that hits Success Club 5 or adds a new coach, you do get a little prize from me at the end of the month. So if you're there and you're a little motivated by things like little extra goodies that, that's another reason to push yourself. But just follow up with those people. Let them know we don't know what's for sale for February, but probably is not going to be hammer and chisel again. It could potentially be the Fix again. I don't know if they'll do that again, or they'll do PIO, or what they're going to put on. March, we have Tony Horton's new program, so that will probably be for March. So, just put it out to people that, we have this group, we want to make them accountable, we want to help them out, and, keep following through with all of that, and thinking of new ways to reach out to them, and if what is keep holding them back, and find out what's holding them back, and then talk to them about it and help them work through that. So it's not too late. 4 days, a lot could happen. I signed 2 coaches. My husband's Emerald, by the way.
He doesn't even know it, does he?
He does not even know his password. I told him, I was like, hey, so just so you know, you got 2 coaches. He's like, okay, whatever. I don't know. But he's like, so I get the paycheck? I'm like, no. It's still all getting direct deposited. But I did get 2 coaches. I got him to Emerald. Julie's one, and then I have Jerry. She's our signed up as a discount coach for now. Remember that I was a discount coach for a year and a half before I decided this was right for me. So it can happen anytime. So anything can happen in just one day. So just get out there and push yourself. And like Chloe says, go for no. Because that's what she's going for all the time.
Oh, you're awesome.
I know.
I love seeing all of her little posts like, I just invited 100 people.
I know. And it is all going to pay off. She is working her booty off, and all those people are watching and seeing her consistency, and it will all pay off. So keep going.
I'm copying and pasting like a beast.
They don't know that. Although every once in a while I mess up and forget to change
the name.
I'm like, oh, sorry, that's not meant for you.
Yeah.
So I try not to do that because but I do try and check out their page and see how you can relate to them and say, oh, how are your kids? Or, where do you live exactly? And make them feel like you aren't copy and pasting, even though you really are. But yeah, get out there and keep going for no. You're gonna get no's. We all know that. I was struggling. Not that I wasn't being successful, but I was emotionally gosh, just come on, And then things progress, and people keep reaching out, and they're ready. When they're ready, they're ready. And those are the people we want. We want them excited. We want them ready. We don't want to convince anybody of anything, because we're not helping them then. They need to be ready. So with that said, go out there, go for no, and just push yourself. And I'm looking for a quote right now because I was not prepared with that. Oh, yes, this is a good one. I think I've done this one before, but this is a good one. All right, so to end our call with a quote, work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express, not to impress. Don't strive to make your presence noticed. Just make your absence felt. So get out there, and we're working for a cause. We're out there to help people and help ourselves and our families and hit our goals. And I know you guys can do this. So get out there and do it for this week. If you need anything, reach out to me. I'm here. And Rachel, you missed our quote. Did you hear it?
No, I'm sorry.
I'm going to do it again just because it's so good.
Thank you.
Work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express, not to impress. Don't strive to make your presence noticed. Just make your absence felt. So, all right, ladies, thank you so much for getting on. And have a great rest of your day. And try and stay sane. And we will talk soon. All right.
Bye.
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 Bye.